Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how a denial service works, of course for educational purposes. But first, what is a denial service? The term DDoS or distributed denial service is an attack attempt to make a network from usually a website or a web server unavailable. It works in any network. In this case I'll perform the attack on my own internet router. It also can be used on modems, network cards, which every computer has one, and many of the video games console nowadays have. Okay, so denial of service is an attack basically made by flooding a connection with packages of data, test packages, useless data, useless information. Most of the networks today are blocking these attacks, so the DDoS attack today is not so useful, but still being used by people like hackers. The basic and easiest method is using a tool common in all operational systems. It tracks, send, and receive information as a network test. In this case, I'm using Windows, so the command prompt of the operational system known as CMD here will work. Okay. So first, you need to know the address to be attacked. To get the address, you use the command ping, P-I-N-G. This command will send and receive packages of information to the website or IP address, like Google in this example. You're gonna type ping and the Google address, and you're gonna send 4 packages of 32 bytes information as standard, and you're gonna receive reply from the address. You're gonna communicate with the DNS server and get the address from Google. And then if it's not working, you're gonna show you request timed out, and you're gonna receive the time of the communication in ms, or which means it's milliseconds, so each 1000 is a second, and of course the lower the faster. In my case I'll use my own internet router here, so we're gonna need to retrieve its address by using the command ipconfig, so we can receive we can retrieve the address. So this command will show you all the connections with this device with my router, with the router here. I'm using the wireless LAN, so you're gonna show you the IPv4 address is my address with the computer address with this router, and the router's address is the default gateway. So in this case 10.61.1.1. We're gonna try to communicate with this device using ping followed by the address 10.61.1.1. Same thing, you're gonna send 4 packages as standard and 32 bytes as standard. You're gonna show the time. Since it's right here, we don't have any routes. We just have one single route between my router and the computer, so it's really fast. Okay, but 4 packages is not enough, so we're gonna type ping followed by the address followed by the command -t. -t means you're gonna send the number of packets until you stop it with the command Ctrl+C, Ctrl+C. But it's not a flood yet. I mean, it's a flood, but we need more heavier package, so we need a heavier package so we can make a real thing happening here. We're gonna type ping it followed by the address followed by the command -t and the command -l, which will change. You can customize the size of the information here, the data here, the data package. So the maximum size that CMD allows to use is 65,500 bytes, we're gonna type it here. See, we start receiving request timed out, which means it's having troubles to communicate with the router here. Okay, this is a good flood, a good start, but this is not enough to bring down a router, not even a web server or a website. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna create a file, a new text file, rename it with any name you want, and we're gonna change its extension for point bat. That it means that it's gonna be a script. You can fill it with Windows commands. Right click on it, edit, and you can type the commands here that the operational system will read and execute. In this first one, we're gonna first type echo off, which means everything is happening here. Everything that's happening here will happen in background, so you won't see any screens with the process. We're gonna change the title of the screen with the command title, any title you want, in my case DDoS attack, and it's not useful, just fancy, just to change the name. You can change the color too using the command color, but I want. Our main line of command here is the same thing we type on CMD, which is ping followed by my router address 10.61.1.1, followed by the command -t, followed by the command -l to change the package size 65,500 bytes. We're gonna save it, but if you double click it, you're gonna see it will happen the same thing that happened on the CMD. So why did we create the file if it's doing the same thing? Okay, easy answer. We're gonna create another one. This other one, rename it, change the extension again. This other one will open the first one more than once. Right click, edit, add echo off. First thing here, we're gonna create a variable, and then /a to create a new variable. The variable name its first initial value, which will be 0 in this case. We're gonna start a loop. Inside the loop, the first thing we're gonna tell the script when the loop will stop. We're gonna use the command if the value of I is equals 100, go to end. You're gonna stop the loop. Okay, and then we're gonna type our main line of command here, which will open the first script. We're gonna use the command start and the path to the desired file. In this case, it's on my desktop, so yeah, I'm gonna type the address here, the path here. And then we're gonna change the variable I value with set I equals the value I plus 1, and we're gonna need the /a to set to change the variable. Okay, so this means okay, let's create a go to loop. When the script read this line, you're gonna go to the beginning of the loop again. We're gonna create an end. What is happening here is the program is reading, the script is reading the code. It's going to the system is reading the script. It's gonna start with I equals 0, and we're gonna enter the loop. If I is different than 100, you're gonna read the next line, next line, which will open our window and change the value of I. It will increase its value by 1. So it will and get back to the beginning of the script. You're gonna check it again, and we'll do this process till I is equal 100, and then go to an end. Save it, close, and if you double click it, you're gonna show. Oh yeah, first I need to edit this first one since my router is not a good quality. I need to change its the size of the package to 5,000, otherwise it won't work. And I want to show you. Double click on the second one. Gonna open the first script 1,000 times and start communicating with the router. In every single window, it's communicating with the router and sending the packages with 5,000 bytes in this case, and send it to the router. So it's in average with 300 of these windows, with the maximum of 65,500 bytes, it will take 20 to 30 minutes to bring your internet connection down. The router here. Hackers use the Trojan to send these scripts to thousands of computers, so it can work with more than one computer, and it will be faster. In this case, we're gonna use first of all, I have Google here. It's working, and I'll show you here my internet connection. The IPv4 connectivity through wireless, it's working. It shows internet, so it's working. I have internet connection. We're gonna use a program here called LOIC. It's low orbit ion cannon. It has a fancy name, a fancy UI, but it's pretty much the same thing. You can type the URL here through the website you want, or the IP address. In this case, we have the IP address 10.61.1.1. We're gonna lock it. Awesome. And you can change the message here in case of the web server or a website. You're gonna receive this message, but in our case, it's pretty much useless here. You can change here the threads, which is the size of the package, for something big like 100,000 bytes, and you can change here the speed, faster or slower. The speed you're gonna change. You're gonna send the package, but I guess the main thing here is to change from TCP to UDP. What does it mean? When you're using TCP, TCP is a safe protocol that waits for a reply first before sending the next package of data. If the first fails, it will send it again till it receive the reply that it's okay, and it will send to a single route and in order. Like when you're sending an email, it's using TCP. Now UDP just send it any route, any order. It doesn't care about the reply, like a video conference through Skype. If videos use TCP, you're gonna receive the perfect image from the other person, but it will take long. So you don't want it. You want it fast. You want to see in real time. So you don't use TCP. And if emails use UDP, it will be kind of faster. But since an email is a small package of information, so it's not a problem with TCP. But if emails used UDP, you're gonna receive the email probably messed and with some words or letters missing in a messy order. So you need safety for an email. So you use TCP. The protocol, the standard protocol is TCP. Now we're gonna click the button. I'm charging my laser. Here, and you're gonna start sending the request to the router. As you can see, this is the number of packages it's sending to the router through UDP with 100,000 bytes. So we just need to wait. In this case, my router is not a good quality one, so it will take some 1 minute, 2 minutes more or less to bring it down. Let's wait a little bit. Let's check if Google is working. Oh yeah, it will lower your PC. It will make it really slow because the information. Okay, refreshing Google. Server not found. Okay, it's not working, and YouTube server not found too. It's not working. So it's I mean, our DDoS attack is working here. We can't access any website yet. Let me check the connection here. It's slow. Okay, we still have internet connection. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, got it. I had to double speed the video. It took more than 5 minutes, but still, stop the flood and the computer will get back to its normal speed in a bit. As you can see, I don't have internet network connection anymore. It's not working. My router is down. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you didn't get bored, and thank you again.